Hey, Dave Spalding, Handgun Combatives. It's been a while since I've done a training video, and I thought it was about time to add to our YouTube collection of videos. Who knew that people would prefer me drinking Crown Royal and screaming into a camera, ranting and raving? But that does seem to be the thing that people comment the most about. That's okay, but I prefer to actually do training videos where I can educate folks, help them be a little bit better prepared for the most serious few seconds of your life. Now, we all realize that hand strength is an important thing when it comes to handgun shooting. The stronger your hands are, the more friction you can create, the better you can control the recoil. So, increasing your hand strength is a good idea. But there's also a method I think will really help you do it. Now, the unit I have right here in my hand is just called a Grip Master, and I bought it at a sporting goods store. They're available most everywhere. I tell you where I bought it, but I really don't remember because I've had it for a long time. What I like about the Grip Master, as you can see, it has a bit of a pistol type backstrap grip tang kind of a configuration. And then each one of the fingers is capable of working independently. So I like the ability to do that because not only do I want to squeeze it for hand strength, I also want to use it for that independent manipulation of the index finger, which is the hardest thing to master when it comes to shooting a handgun. And let's be honest, trigger control is weapon control. If you can't depress that trigger straight to the rear, if you take that muzzle off target, the geometry is going to show down on the target. For example, a 16th of an inch, just a 16th of an inch of muzzle movement translates to 4 inches at 20 feet. So it really behooves you to keep that gun on target when you're pressing that thing straight to the rear. Also, keep in mind that you need to truly depress that trigger to apply constant pressure to a breaking point. You don't want to push it to the side, you don't want to pull it to the side, you truly want to press it straight back. Well, how does Grip Master help with that? Well, beyond the typical squeezing the hand to strengthen it, you can also work on that independent action. So I depress the 3 lower fingers like they're the pistol grip. I don't focus on squeezing all 3 fingers. I focus on the pinky alone. If you focus on the pinky, the other two will go along sympathetically. Give it a try. I think you'll like it. And then I work that trigger finger. Now I put trigger weights on this, and it's right about 5 pounds for that little spring button right there. So it's very consistent with your striker fired or your 1911 pistols. But I depress that back, and then I start working it back and forth. What am I looking for? First thing I'm looking for is to see if my thumb is moving. If my thumb is moving, that can have an adverse effect on your pistol, especially if it's going up against the frame. Again, if it's going up against the frame, it could be pushing the muzzle off target. I've seen people actually do this and really be moving that thumb up and down enough to actually push their support hand down. If the support hand goes down, different friction, different pressure, and we all understand the consistency of grip is important. So I'm working that. I'm working to see if my thumb is moving. If it's not, I'm satisfied. Then I go to the other side and I'm trying to work that trigger from this second knuckle forward. Again, I like this finger to work more like a flapper than something that hooks around the trigger and comes back. So I'm trying to work that finger from that second knuckle forward. I don't want to engage this bottom knuckle. If I'm engaging that bottom knuckle, then there's a good chance that I'm pushing that muzzle off or pulling it off. So being able to hold it steady, nice and tight, not loosening it, not tightening it while I work that trigger finger, not engaging this knuckle, not engaging that thumb, pretty good chance I'm depressing that trigger straight to the rear. So it works really well for that, as well as strengthening these fingers for grip. Keep in mind that you apply pressure to the grip with the shooting hand front to back like you're squeezing a pair of pliers or using a hammer. The support hand actually squeezes side to side, like cups the grip. So the tips of the fingers are going against the heel of the hand. Use this Grip Master accordingly. Place it in your hand like this so that you can depress the fingers to the heel of your hand and hold it. Back and forth, hold it. Back and forth, hold it. How many repetitions should I do, Dave? I don't know. Do it until your hand gets tired. Lay it down, and when the hand rests, come back to it. I think that's the easiest way instead of trying to keep track of how many you've done and all that kind of stuff. As your hand strengthens, you'll be able to hold it a lot longer. So, simple device like the Gripmaster, it's a great way to enhance the independent movement of the index finger on the gun while strengthening your hand. Strengthening your hand, independent manipulation of the index finger, it's going to make you a better pistol shooter. Dave Spaulding, Handgun Combatives. I hope I helped you out. Thanks for checking in.